We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. go. My partner Greg Olson set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's Williams to begin with a pass. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Nolan Smith getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That one's complete. It's Tank Bigsby. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. 3rd down coming up.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. His throw left side is complete. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
32.
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And he's going to have the Buccaneers 1st down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on 4th down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Here's 1st and 10.
What's up?
They try to throw again. Here's Williams. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
What's up?
Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. Nice fancy footwork there. Able to spin away and get forward for a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5.
What is up?
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target.
This is hard toward the side of the end zone. Tank Bigsby, touchdown Buccaneers. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
Well, just about every metric you can use, it's very clear, Mike. This is one of the best defenses in football. So I think coming in, preparing for this game, we were asking ourselves, where do the points for this offense come by? And I'll tell you what, they silenced a lot of those doubts here with this opening drive to take it all the way down the field, to sustain possession, and come away with points. Well, I haven't seen many teams do that to this defense. They got some things to sort out here before this next possession.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Come on. Hey. Run throw 80.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. Up the sideline at the 35. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
70 Lions.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. He's close to a 1st down. A gain of 9. Nice pitching catch on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard.
79 Broncos. Cougar 19. Dragon 6. Buffalo 8. 60 Maverick. 60.
He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
17 yards.
Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a 1st down.
Gain of 17 yards.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Not much happening there, just a short game. Now after that last snap, we have an injured player. It's Bijan Robinson, who's in some pain down there. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Back to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Jackson Smith-Njigba. Touchdown, New York. Fairbairn, good on the point after. And the Giants come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Williams. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Nolan Smith. He works his way in. And that's now 2 sacks for him in the opening quarter.
What is up?
Off play action. Here's Williams. Out wide. That's Bigsby. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 8.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Tampa after this. On to the 2nd Buccaneers in possession of the football as they begin with 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be active with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run the draw with Bigsby. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
On third down, it's Williams. Catch made right side by Thompson. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to be close to another first down as he's forced out just shy of the marker.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
We'll try and run here with Bigsby. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. It's going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's fourth down.
Here we go. The logo. Yeah.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. Caught left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there. But it works out as they convert on fourth down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that.
And he'll get into the end zone. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
This one taken at the 7. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
18-yard line.
Ready up. Go. Liking 18. Ready.
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. Inside the 40. And he is to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Corey Horton now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
What is up?
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. And that is caught. Well, he stayed in bounds. A terrific catch. A big play to kick off this drive. It's a gain of 34.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
From the pistol, here's Bigsby. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's now second and 6.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. It is second and 6.
What is up? Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
They'll go play action here with Williams. He'll let this one go deep for Thomas. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. 35 yards. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. He puts it up, and it's caught. Juwan Johnson. Touchdown, Tampa. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man cover.
Yeah, it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
At their own 35-yard line.
Tag! 60 back, check 60, check 60. Let's go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
A run with Benson. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Smith-Njigba left side. He's got it. He's going to be brought down very close to that ride to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down.
Bronco 80. 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That'll be caught. It's Hunter. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. Works out as they convert on fourth down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on fourth down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
Buffalo 18.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. It'll be Smith-Njigba bringing it in. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10, it's first and goal. A huge play just before the half, 41 yards.
That's another Giants first down. First and goal, Giants.
Ready.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's first and goal.
70 Lions. 7 Pirates.
Ready. Back to the air one more time. A big mistake. It was first and goal, and it's intercepted. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
It always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy. They're following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame them. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you got to make the most of it.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Now return coming from the 7. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. Right back to the air following that pick six. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Yeah, a little predictable there. You feel like you just gave up points, and the first thing you want to do is you just want to answer back, and you try to get it all in one play. Nice job by the defensive coordinator understanding the deep shot was coming, having the right call there. So offensively, just take what's there. You're not going to get all those points back in one play. Take your time, take what's there, sustain the drive.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Forced out wide. Now he'll run. Showing off the footwork. Sliding down after a gain of 8.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
60. Let's go. Victorious, 19 lock, 70 ranges.
Now they'll set up to throw. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
It's a gain of 6.
He'll look to throw. Rolling right. That's caught. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. A big play and a much-needed one as well. A gain of 48. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Here's a run. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on second and goal.
7 Pirates, 79 Broncos, Buffalo 18, Pioneers. Go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's in. Trey Benson. Touchdown, New York. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Giants are back to within 7. It's 28-21. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Bo Melton on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
Straight ahead. They go with Benson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
60 Bobcat, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
Again, it's Benson. And they take this down inside the 35. Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Giants first down.
First and 10 at the
Warriors
32-yard
17.
line.
Ready? 6.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. They'll work this out wide to Benson. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Hot 70, hot 70.
They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw, taken in. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open.
And he's got another one. Trey Benson. Touchdown, New York. 3 touchdowns for him now in this one. And he's up to 10 on the year. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Giants have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Horton. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. From 29, here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. That one never got started. Defense is pressured too much, and they drop him in the backfield. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Now he'll air one out. That is hard. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 36 yards. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. The outside, caught by Neighbors. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On 2nd down, Bigsby. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. Throwing is Williams. That'll be caught by the running back, Bigsby. Possibly the play of the game right here. It is fourth down. Got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And he will have the first down. So they took a chance on 4th and 2. Didn't get it by much, but they do convert to keep the drive going.
7-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Take Bigsby, the man he was looking for that time. And it'll bring up second down.
Vegas! What is up?
Throwing again, Williams. The second down throw is incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
On third down, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Ready up.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Pat 18. 70, Tampa Wolf. Mustang Knight, 7 Pirates. Warriors, 70. Ready.
They'll go again with Benson. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 60 Maverick, 79 Gross, 19 Riot.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 19-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here's Williams. Out block. That's Bigsby. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
He takes off, and he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game, and that's a nice pickup there.
Out of the gun, they're going to run, and it's Bigsby. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Now a 3rd and 2. Here's Williams now to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but he got the first down, so it's going to be 1st and goal. They're going to mark it at the 6.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
Here's Bigsby. And he will score again. Hank Bigsby. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. This one taken at the 10. Now ahead, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Tampa. And that one bangs off the right upright. Does not go in. It's no good. And they're unable to add the point after. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19, 18, Pioneers.
They'll drop to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
That'll be caught. It's Hunter. It's a big play there on 3rd down, but there is a marker down, and that is not a good sign for the offense. We are set for 4th and long.
Come on. Hit. Practice, drop 60, drop. Mustang 19.
Back to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will have a Giants first down on what will be a big play there from 4th and long. They'll look to throw again. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
First down 10 at the 42-yard line.
18-79 Bronx.
Back to the air one more time. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Travis Hunter was the intended target. And that will lead to a second down. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Back to the air once more on second down. Jalen Carter in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's third down.
It's third down.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
19 Tigers. Here we go, set. Hot 70, hot.
They'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Zion McCollum. And solid return as he gets it up past the 45-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
So a win here for the Buccaneers. They're able